I met a tourist today in my city. He was asking for directions. Unfortunately, my tongue got tied and I forgot the English language. And I told him, sorry, I don't know. I need to know what happened to me. Now, this is a great question. First, I'd like to say, it is much better to be able to say a weakness or admit when something happened to you that shows a weakness rather than say, nope, it's not a weakness. Nothing happened. Nothing went wrong. I'm fine. I'm great. Being humble with yourself, being honest with yourself is an important part of being able to take steps forward, right? You can't take a step forward until you admit to yourself that this thing that you did could have been better. It's very important to be self-aware and to self-reflect. So kudos to Kareem for sharing this example. That's great. Now, why does this happen? So one of the problems with language learning is that I think people don't really realize where to place it in the category of what kind of thing it is, language learning. Should we place it in the same category as learning knowledge as learning things? Or should we place it in the category with activities, things that we do? And unfortunately, I think most people place it in the category of learning things only. If you learn enough, then that's all you need, and you will be good at English. Unfortunately, that is not true, because learning a lot only gives you the knowledge that you need to potentially be a good English speaker. It's like the resources that you have inside that could turn into, for example, being a very good English speaker, but not necessarily, because there is a very important other part. And that other part is the actual ability to do it, to make those words come out clearly, to put them together, not only when you're by yourself and looking at a piece of paper and you have a pencil in your hand or you're typing at a keyboard, but when you're sitting across from someone who you either know or don't know, and they've asked you a question and it's time to talk. In both of those situations, we should be talking much more about practice than we should about knowledge. A lot of people are very good at reading and they know 20 or 30,000 English words, but as soon as you ask them a question, if they don't have a lot of experience communicating with native English speakers, it's like they don't know any of those words. Now, that's not a weakness of knowledge. The knowledge is there. It's a weakness of lacking experience in this particular exercise. In this case, this particular exercise is being able to express yourself when you're asked a question. That's a skill. That's not knowledge. That's the same as learning to play ping pong. That's the same as learning to ride a bicycle. That's the same as learning to be a high dive. What is a high diver? A high diver, right? And it's the same for anything like that, right? If this were my very first time doing a live stream, then I would probably be stumbling all over myself and have no idea what I'm talking about, even though all those words are in my head. It takes practice to, for example, talk to a camera, right? It takes practice to make videos. It takes practice to do a live stream. Those are all different things, and all of them require practice. So Kareem, right? If we take that to its logical conclusion and say, can you imagine if you were to be asked that question 100 times and you tried your best in each of those 100 times, can you imagine that after the 100th time you would be as bad at it as the first time? Do you think you would still completely lose your words the 100th time, the 95th time, the 80th time? No. Each time you'd get better and better. You'd get more and more comfortable with it. A lot of English speaking ability comes down to being able to grab the words that you need and building the mental brain structures to do that, and also the confidence to do it. Confidence is something that should not be dismissed. We shouldn't say, oh, confidence, whatever. It's all about knowing things. We should say, confidence is the thing that allows you to feel comfortable enough to find those words that you need to explain to someone, for example, Oh, yeah, you want to go to the coffee shop on Cedar Street? Sure. If you walk straight for about 15 minutes, you'll come to a hospital. You turn right at the hospital. That's 28th Street. And then you walk about 5 minutes and turn left. And you'll see the, what are we looking for? I forget what I'm looking for. Across from the pet store. Okay, great, thanks. Oh, you're welcome. All right, have a good one. You'll be able to do that maybe after the 30th time or the 20th time. I don't know how many times it takes. But it's the confidence that allows you to relax. Confidence is really, really important. And confidence comes with practice and repetition. So you have to be as social as you can if you want to be a good speaker. You have to have English-speaking friends. You have to be involved in English-speaking communities. If you're at a workplace where there's some English being spoken, don't be the one sitting in the corner like this, saying, I'll let others speak. Be the one to make yourself look silly. Because the one who makes themselves look silly will, after a few times of doing that, not look silly anymore because they'll feel so confident, right? Confidence is the thing that allows you to feel comfortable enough to grab the words and phrases that you need. If people are in high-pressure situations and they feel it, there's this feeling of tension that limits ability. They say that when people are under financial stress, they feel like they don't have enough money in their lives, the IQ actually goes down 10 points. People who don't have enough money to live, basically, their actual IQ goes down 10 points. Not because they're actually stupid, but because they're under so much pressure that they're not able to relax and think creatively and solve a problem. Same kind of thing. Someone looks at you and says, hey, excuse me, how do I get to the library? I've never done this before. No confidence. Your ability goes down 100 points, right? Or however much it is. So next time, try again. Say something, no matter how silly you look. And then the next time, try again, and you'll look slightly less silly the next time. You'll feel more comfortable, and again, and again, and again. So unfortunately, there's no easy solution. It's all about having no fear. It's all about trying your best. It's all about repetition, practice, and gaining confidence. So hopefully that answers your question, Kareem. If you haven't already, guys, make sure you hit the like button, please, and thank you. Also, subscribe so that you can see future videos that I make on the channel and also these live streams. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you check out my courses in the links in the description, and I will, wait a minute, that's what I usually say. See, here's my thing. I almost said just now, I will see you next time. And then I realized, wait a second, I'm not ending the stream right now. But the problem is I'm much more used to making videos than doing a live stream, right? So what I say at the end of a video is normally, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you next time. And then I do that, and then the video ends. Now, I've been doing that for 4 years, and it's programmed into my brain. We've only started doing these live streams recently. So the programming is still there. It's in my brain, and it doesn't let go very easily. So I'm rewriting. It's the same as this topic we're talking about. I'm trying to rewrite my habits here. I'm trying to build confidence in doing live streams, not just videos, and it takes some practice, right? I'm not perfect at everything. So my stupid brain told me, oh, you've said the first thing and the second thing, so that means you must want to say also, see you next time. And then I had to stop myself because this is a live stream, not a video. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Yeah. So knowing things is overrated, I think. It's all about habits, 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 habits. And now that I've made myself look stupid on a live stream by doing that, do you think I'm going to make that mistake again? I think it's much less likely that I will make that mistake again. Much less likely.